Hello everybody, welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. As you can see behind me, we're at the Lincoln Financial, whatever it's called.
Financial field.
Whatever it's called, in Philadelphia, where Newcastle have played out an entertaining 3-3 draw. And this is the last word, everybody. Yes, we are back, everybody. We have Steve making his debut on the last word. Obviously, he's American citizen national. He's came to see Newcastle play. More on that in a second, but it's been really hot today. We've taken in 2 games. You'll see that on the match box, so do go and check that out. And if you haven't seen already what's coming on the channel, I've got something really special in the fan zone. He'll back me up with this, Steve. We have a free-for-all in the fan zone down there with everybody getting involved. It's probably been my favourite video so far out here. But let's get cracking then. So we're here to talk about the tune. Let's straight to the lineup, Steve. Any surprises for you with the starting 11, or can you not really make too much into it with it being pre-season? Obviously, we knew Harvey Barnes. That's probably one we were looking out for. He was on the bench, but apart from that, any surprises for you?
Nah, there's nothing really to be surprised about in preseason. I always look at preseason like this, right? Preseason is like going to France and you're testing out a bunch of wines. It's samples. It's samples, right? You get samples, a little bit of everything. And then you go and take your order, right? So preseason for me,
what's your
it's
favorite
not
wine?
The main course. Favorite wine? Whatever the hell they give at church. Red wine.
Red wine's your favourite?
Aye, probably.
Any particular brand or?
No. My mom has some good wine too.
Okay. Let me know what your favourite wine is in the comments below.
Yes, sir.
Carry on.
No, but anyways, for me, it's just it's a nice amalgamation of a bunch of different.
It's a big
things.
word.
I can be smart. It used to be.
You'll see in the vlog he wasn't, but yeah.
No, but it's you know what? It's looking at everything and then being like, all right, this is you know, it's like an appetizer to the main meal. This is just a little bit. It's little bits and pieces.
What would you have before your main meal?
Probably mozzarella sticks. That's a good appetizer for me.
Fair enough. As you can see, the last word is just very random when we talk about things.
Just like a preseason starting 11. It's pretty random.
Compared it to wines, I mean, I've not heard that before, but it's a first year on NFTV. Let's get cracking into the game. I noticed pretty quickly that this 3 at the back was the first time that I've seen this in pre-season. I don't think Eddie Howe's ever played it unless we're actually trying to chase a game, which has been rare because we win most of the games last season. Thoughts on this, because we went pretty much 2-0 down very quickly early on.
Steve Bruce settings, man. That's Steve Bruce settings. I'm sorry. It's 3 at the back, and what happened when we played 3 at the back under Bruce? We lost a bunch of games and flirted with relegation. I mean, I'm not saying he is Steve Bruce. I'm just saying back 3, it's traumatic. It's traumatic, man. I'm
going to have to jump in and say, but it is pre-season. But
I know.
If I say it to you, the best time to experiment would be now.
Oh yeah,
in pre-season.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I'm paying as a customer to see pre-season, so it's not.
It's more of a big deal for you, right?
Yeah. But anyways, it's like for me, I don't really care. But like, if I am gonna give my opinion on what I saw, defensively in that first half, they kicked our ass. I can't lie, they really did.
It wasn't just once or twice. It was several times. Over the top through ball.
Aye.
Or the splits through ball.
Douglas Luiz and John McGinn ran the show first half.
Especially the 2 goals, because Tonali should be doing better, shouldn't he?
Aye. But he is going to have moments where he needs to blend in and whatnot. But, you know, ultimately, Villa, they know what they're doing. And they turned up in that first half for sure. I thought Watkins took his goal really nicely. He found space away from everyone. That's the other thing, too, about our back 3. Was that our middle piece, Fabian Schär, he can't be at the left side and the right side at the same time, and both Trippier and Dummett are struggling. You can't cover for 2 guys' mistakes, and then someone ends up being wide open. That was Watkins at the first goal. So, and then something else about Trippier at right center back, it just takes away everything he's good at.
Yeah, he hogs that byline really well, doesn't he?
And this open, and bro, the guy's crosses from open play, he can't get up the pitch. I saw multiple times where it's like, bro, the guy cannot cross the halfway line any significant distance because there's a huge gap, and there was already gaps.
And then the second goal is carbon copy, I think, similar. McGinn beats Tonali, and I think again Tonali should. I don't think it's a great night for him, but Dubravka gets beat at his near post, and I think he's got to save that. But we're 2-0 doing. However, we grabbed a goal back, and Elliot Anderson has been impressive so far in pre-season. I initially thought, he's cut back, he's lost it
Should have
there.
pulled the trigger a bit faster, yeah.
But he didn't.
But it paid off.
And he sorted us. We're back in it 2-1.
Great goal, honestly. Like you said, I thought I was screaming.
I feel like you're a rapper with sunglasses on at night.
What?
So you're a bit like a rapper with sunglasses on at night.
I guess so, but...
Favorite rapper?
Chief Keef or fucking, probably Wu-Tang Clan. Wu-Tang Clan, probably.
Fair enough. So, yes, a great take. 2-1. And then we equaliser, which was a bit of a tap in, which is great. Yeah, he's got to be there. He's got to be there to put the chances away.
Right place, right time. It's called having a good footballing IQ. The greatest strikers always have a good footballing IQ. They know where to be, and they just take care of business.
Van Nistelrooy just springs to mind. He was an expert at hogging that 6-yard box. Yeah.
Fox in the box. Yeah, just be at the right place, right time. Get your goals, get your money's worth. Know what I'm saying? So that's what Isak does, and then he can also offer us some special things, like we also saw in that game in some spurts, where he just makes that run. Could have made that run, or there's a lot to like about Isak, and he's got that that aspect nailed down. Right place, right time, baby.
Cool. And then it was winning at half time. We expect a lot of changes. We did, but it was the same system, same formation. Yeah. That wasn't tweaked. It was again 3 at the back. You'll see on screen here. I'm not going to go on about all the substitutions, but what I'll do is I'll put the substitutions when Harvey Barnes come on. So this is the game. This is the match. What ended. So this is the lineup that you can see on your screen. Literally all the 10 changes. The only one, as I mentioned earlier, Martin Dubravka was the only one who played the full 90. And going into the second half, Villa scored again to go 3-2 up. Again, where it was struggling defensively once again.
Gaps. So many gaps open, and that's why the 3
Tap in, won it.
Yes, yeah. Again, it's just 3 at the back didn't work tonight defensively. Offensively, you could make a case that it did. But even then, we weren't as dominant. I don't like that term, really, because there are some games we are truly dominant. The last one we're running up 5s and 6s. But anyways, I just thought offensively we capitalized on our moments pretty nicely. Like, I don't remember us missing any sitters or anything, but I just felt like the 3 at the back, one thing it did was I feel like I feel like Isak could get in a bit more easier with the through balls. I'm not sure if it was because Miggy and Elliot were central or something. I don't know, but one thing I do know is that Elliot Anderson has been excellent, to be honest. I think he's taking his goals well. The playmaker kind of status that he has, I think he could do that. If he's coming on as a sub, same thing with Joe Willock. I think their playmaking ability is pretty damn good. Those 2 players are going to be important, man.
Yeah, we haven't seen Joe Willock yet, so hopefully he's due back soon. But we equalised not too long after that. Again, it's another tap in, and it's 3-3. Callum Wilson take them up. Great to see both of them on the score sheet. So very similar type of goals, fantastic, and it ended 3-3. But obviously we're waiting for Harvey Barnes to make his debut. So signed this morning. We're thinking, is he going to get any minutes? He needs to get minutes because he hasn't played any pre-season games for Leicester. And he came on, did 20 minutes, looked bright, had a couple of chances himself, so good link-up play with Anthony Gordon, who looked fresh again tonight. So it's going to be interesting when they come the first game of the season, ironically, against Villa, who's playing where and what system. But it is a tough game, but that's why we're in the Premier League, But anyways, we ended it. The atmosphere, obviously, great for all the Americans to see Newcastle United here. And there was a few Geordies as well, you see them on the vlog, recognisable faces. But we'll go at Eddie Howe, who's actually just down there talking to NBC at the moment, but here he is.
Some not so good defensively. We needed work after that. But there's some good stuff, some good attacking play. I thought a draw was probably fair. I think it was a really good spectacle for the supporters that came. So the plan was 45 minutes for all our players. We will then step that up in our next game where they'll play longer. We're still at that stage where we feel with the internationals coming back slightly later that's physically what our limit is at the moment, but yeah, looking to build that in the next few games. Yeah, we made a late decision to involve him tonight. We weren't sure we were going to. He flew here yesterday, a long flight for him. but ultimately we thought best to get his debut early, and he hasn't trained with the players yet, so a debut of real promise, I thought.
Right, so that was Eddie Howe talking just before there. So Newcastle will now move away from Philly and head down to Atlanta, which the weather's going to be even worse, so it's even going to be hotter down there, so we'll struggle because we were struggling today, and that was, what, 32 degrees today? Yeah. It's apparently Atlanta's barely got any fresh air. So, we're getting kicked out here because someone's telling them to move, I think. But we'll talk about Harvey Barnes, because we haven't really had a chance with us being out in the States. Check his video out. Carl did the announcement video. Yeah. Thoughts on signing Harvey Barnes and Maxi? I think it's almost a done deal for Fabrizio Romano. Tweeted tonight that he's basically joined Al Ahly.
I mean, for me, look, I love watching Maxi as a footballer, but you know what I also love? I love when guys score goals. I love when guys turn up consistently, and I love
goals win games.
And I love when Newcastle
further away from me.
And I love when Newcastle win trophies. Do I think we have a better chance of Harvey Barnes in the mix? Yeah. Honestly. And I love Maxi. There are things that he does that Harvey Barnes can't do. But then there are things that Harvey Barnes can do that ASM has not consistently shown that he can do. Off the bench, ASM could be an impact. That's great. But we also have to look at it from the player perspective. Does he want to be known as that? Does he want to be stuck in that conundrum? Not good enough necessarily for the starting 11 week in, week out. But he's a bench player. Like I just
impact player.
Impact player. Aye.
Because he would be brilliant if we're drawing the game. We need a bit of. He's fantastic. Come off the bench.
Of course, saved us versus Wolves and all that. Yeah. That ridiculously good goal versus Man City. He was good, but the problem is those are the only two people. Those are the only two examples people can cite where it's like we need to keep Maxi. How many games did we play last year? Much more than 30. Much more than just 2. That's the problem, you know. Harvey Barnes had multiple moments in that Leicester team where, they were shite.
I think we played 45 last season, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but...
Something around there.
Yeah, but we have a cup run in one of the domestic cups and the Champions League on top. It's going to be a lot, but... Yeah, I think Steve's... Like literally saying Harvey... Yeah, it's good sign. Harvey Barnes will bring goals. He scored, 13 for a struggling side last season, and now he's in a team which... is expected to win most games, if not all of them.
Plays to his strength.
Steve, you're dancing around here. It's all that wine that he's thinking of. So we'll move on to Atlanta. Our flight is very early on in the morning. We'll be in Atlanta for your UK time, which will be, we get there, 1:30, so that'll be about 6:30 in the evening, your time. And we'll look forward to that. And obviously we've got a ton of videos, as I say. But the Atlanta one's going to be interesting because it's... You're seeing it, obviously they're based down there as well, Steve. The heat is just apparently on another level. We've been told by 3, 4, 5, 6 fans today that the heat is nothing like here, because we've got a bit of a breeze here, which is lovely. That's why we're standing here. But it's not just for us as fans, the players, it's going to be tough, that,
I mean, I'd rather they play in the boggiest of heat so that they have to struggle so much, and then when they go into somewhere less hot, it will feel exactly that, less hot. To a huge extent, because if it's here in a swampier, more tropical kind of...
if anybody needs to lose weight, they're definitely going to do that with this heat.
Aye, exactly. Calvin,
I'm
talking to you.
I've probably lost about 2 or 3 pounds just the heat alone, but it'll be interesting how we get on at Atlanta. We're flying down there. We're meeting some fans down there, and of course Jay. You'll see on the vlog what Jay's done for us, which is incredible. Thank you, Jay, if you're watching. I will thank you again in person because he's done something really nice. I don't want to give that too much away, but we're excited for that. But yeah, we're gonna go for some food. We're gonna look somewhere for food. Get the Uber, and he'll file a kip probably, and I'll be up editing all night as per usual. Drop us a like, everybody. See you very soon here on NFTV.